So Oklahoma has produced some incredible songwriters, and people are saying that you are next in line as an incredible songwriter coming from Oklahoma. So what is it about that state and that environment that has, allowed you to become the artist that you are today?
I can't speak for all of them, but I didn't have anything better to do. There's no sidewalks or malls to hang out in. And I live in a town of like 200 people. And I was too scrawny to play football, so I just played the piano. And that's it. I think that was my sanctuary in Oklahoma for such a long time. But it's seclusion, and but there is something strange. There is something strange about Oklahoma because it does produce a hell of a lot of songwriters, and always have. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why. Maybe we're just, I don't know, like fighting with Texas all the time. Who's better at what? And so,
well, you've certainly garnered a lot of acclaim in the last couple of years, and you've said that more than the acclaim, what really means most to you is being part of a community of songwriters, and including some of your idols that you've learned from over the years. Maybe explain that, what that means to you a little more.
Well, that harkens to the seclusion thing. It's very lonely, and I just remember when I started thinking that maybe I could do this. I remember thinking, oh, gosh, I wish there was someone else here that was that was doing this too. And I really appreciate the community, like the communal feeling of not being the only one that sits around, thinks these thoughts and writes these songs. Yeah, that was a big part, and actually befriending a lot of people that I respect and admire. But as far as accolades and stuff, we got into this for immortality more than anything. Because if you can write something, every time I put pen to paper, I'm trying to write something that I feel like is going to outlast me. And I think I think that's a solid foundation, and all the guys that I respect come from that same world of not being a flash in the pan, of trying to write something that's going to be around after you're gone. These are our children.
So after sort of putting your name on the map with your last album, what were your creative goals in doing this album? Because a lot of people are just saying, what a leap it is as a songwriter. The songs on this album are really remarkable. What did you try to set out to do when you started putting pen to paper for these songs?
I just write. I have no expectations. I had no expectations on the last record. I just try to write as well as I can. And when we go into the studio, we have no expectations. We just try to get a solid performance. And I think that was the main thing, was I wanted to, I'm 2 years older, I'm 2 years better than I was last time I made a record. And I wanted an album that would reflect that. So we just put a couple of mics in the room and got a solid performance. And if it didn't need anything other than that, we didn't put anything on there. That was kind of the basis. And that was, that's the stripped down kind of vibe where it's, don't get distracted by other things because it's the songs. I'm not hanging on in this game, for my looks alone. It's, it's these songs that are pulling me through, and that was kind of the foundation of it. Don't come into this with any expectations besides just hearing something that hopefully is better than the last time I tried to do it.
So one last question. Did you have a long list of alternate album title names other than songs, or did you just feel like, all right, this is gonna pretty much sum it up?
Yeah, we even flirted with the idea of getting a big board and just writing down all these random things and throwing darts at it or something. Like, just, I'm terrible at titles and names. I can't even name a cat. I'm bad at it. But it made sense to me. It was a little tongue-in-cheek, calling this thing just songs. But that's what it is, and that's at the end of the day, that's what means the most to me. So I think it reflects that.
Okay, one more song. One more question, if I can
Sure.
get this in. So ASCAP, the ASCAP Foundation presented you with an award a couple years ago. What did it mean to you at that time in your career to get that award?
I never have gotten awards for anything. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like this childhood thing where I'm like, really? You mean it? I win? And no, it's really affirming more than anything, of just, because it is hard work. Not even just putting pen to paper, it's everything else. It's, it's getting it out there. It's all, you guys know. And it's very affirming. It makes you want to keep going. It makes you want to work a little harder and keep going. So, yeah, that's what it is to me.
All right, well, keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll keep doing what we're doing.
Thanks, guys.
And together we'll